don't feel right. How can we sleep at night? It's time to kiss your childhood goodbye. We're 20-something, so enjoy the ride.
Aww. Welcome back to 20-somethings TV, the show for 20-somethings by 20-somethings. It's our final episode of the season, and me and my fellow children of divorce are feeling the blues, mostly because we're all in finals. Please help us. Lainey, Kaylee, John Dean, and myself have talked a lot about a lot of stuff this semester at this table. So let's talk about more stuff, just one last time, parentheses cry. That's right, folks. That's right, folks. You're here for Keith Brown's 20-somethings TV 10 Jubilee celebration. Since Philo Farnsworth stared at some humble glass tubes and asked, "How can I make a television out of this?" People have been trying to broadcast the demographic people want to hear from the most: Southern Rhode Island college students. This is the dream we've labored at tirelessly since 2014. Yes. That's 10 years of laughs, 3,650 days of televised thrill, and countless stars. Hosts, guests, musicians, here at Keith Brown's House Broadcasting Excellence, we've produced more stars than there are in the night sky. And you coming here each night to watch them shine with us has been the greatest honor of our lives. Here's to the memories we've made so far, and to the memories we'll make in the next 10 years. The next 100. Keith Brown and the Ideals of 20s.
Justin, Keith Brown
and the Ideals. To the first episode of 20-somethings, coming to you live from Studio 351, where self-entitled college students, such as ourselves, give you opinions on trending topics that we've seen scrolling down our news feeds, along with some weekly segments.
Everyone, and welcome to 20-something.
Today we have 3 topics, all of which are very fun.
Hey 20-somethings, I need advice. I'm broke, but I can't stop spending money. What should I do?
Don't spend money.
Yeah, stop spending money.
I'm gonna give myself a prostate exam on 20-somethings.
Where am I?
Boo-hoo.
I'm laughing.
Pinky promise that you'll watch 20-somethings TV on YouTube. Like I was saying, and as evidenced by that beautiful montage, 20-somethings has entered our hearts forever and can never die.
Wait, can we make a comment about how awesome that was?
No, that was
shout out Sam.
Sam, our cameraman.
That was amazing,
dude. That was so good, dude. That was amazing.
That was
wonderful.
so sick.
He's handsome and he can edit. Sign
What? Every boyfriend has a boyfriend.
True.
So, we've talked about TikTok and social media a lot this semester, but there's one aspect that's bugged me for a long time. Well, not necessarily bugged me, but it's something that I've noticed that I'd like us to discuss. Has this ever happened to you? You're watching a normal makeup tutorial or a trendy dance when all of a sudden you're learning about abortion and/or war. Congrats, you've just been hash baited. But there's a clever reason why you're seeing these.
Arrested on Capitol Hill for abortion access.
Curl your lashes, obviously. Then you're going to put them down and use your phone that you're using right now to search up what's happening in China.
Creators say that there are 2 wins here. 1, cleverness helps get more people engaged in content. And 2, they can get around the algorithm that they say can get them, you know, like when your video goes up and it seems like your views and engagement are abnormally low and it seems like no one is seeing it. When a creator uses trending hashtags like Taylor Swift to make it seem like the post is really about celebrity gossip when it's actually about
Taylor Swift pregnant with Travis Kelce's baby. I just want to remind you guys.
They'll also disguise words with odd spellings.
Okay, day 9 of abortion access actions.
And avoid saying them out loud to keep them out of the auto-generated captions. That way, if an app is limiting the reach of specific topics, creators say that they can get ahead of it.
Yeah, I mean, so like, I personally don't have too much of a stance on this. I think it's cool. Personally, I'm not on TikTok. I'm a cool person. I use Instagram Reels. So I have not been made privy to this type of content. But do you guys think that this is a cool way to spread information, or do you think it's just plain sneaky?
I don't think it's sneaky. I think that it kind of shows something a little bit different about. This is going to be a roundabout way to say this. I was talking to somebody about how the internet used to be like the Wild West, and now it's over-regulated, but they're regulating the wrong things. This is what we have now. So it's like, I don't think it's sneaky. I think it's a little bit of a necessity to talk about really important topics. I'm also not on TikTok. That's the last time I get to say that. But I think that this being one of the only ways that people are able to talk about important topics that are otherwise considered controversial, it definitely is a different form of censorship that is not being paid attention to because it's become normal. Like, you see the weird spellings of buzzwords and you're like, oh yeah, like censorship. It's like casual censorship, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it.
It's weird. It's weird.
I don't like the idea that people are literally like making words that are similar to it, like they're using like numbers and signs and stuff to like make sure people like can watch it. I think also like making it so casual with like a get ready with me and then talking about that is a little bit like making it not as important of a topic as it should be. Like, if you're talking about abortion and you're literally like getting ready for like a date out, I'm gonna be like, this is a serious topic. Why are you talking about it just like while you're putting makeup on? Like, I don't really understand. It makes it not as important of a topic as I think that it should be in the like environment. It needs to be more like serious, and it's not.
Well, I think this discussion definitely like starts to creep into the conversation of performative activism that is on TikTok. So a lot of people will see like these hashtags, and that's how they will that's how they'll get engagement up. And they'll know people pay attention to the buzzwords, they get engagement up. You know, like it's this really cyclical, weird situation that I think
Vicious cycle.
Yeah, that I think that it's just become so normalized, and we're now like, yeah, it's a censorship thing, but.
What do you think, Johnny? One word answer.
I think all these vicious cycles, can someone say like it's a cycle? You know, it's always a vicious cycle nowadays. No, real quick, just I want to say, I like agree with basically everything that's been said. I do think it's almost like a good thing. Like if it was like clickbait just to like talk about their new album, they wrote the song in the summer, whatever, I'd be more annoyed. But if you have to like mislead people just to like talk about politics on here and like be seen, I kind of understand, you know what I'm saying? And I do agree, it's like it's kind of trivializing if it's just like get ready with me. But at the same time, I mean, if it's like a shift, it's like get ready with me. Now we're gonna talk about something serious. I feel like that gets your attention more than, you know, if you're scrolling, someone starts yelling at you, you just scroll away, you know. So it almost could be a way to increase engagement.
Necessary evil.
Definitely like situational, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Well, another crazy ass thing that I saw the other day was that there was a bill passed in Tennessee last Tuesday granting school teachers and staff the right to carry arms. Uh-oh. While the bill does have certain stipulations, including background checks and basic training, under the bill, parents would not necessarily know or be notified if their child's teacher were armed, which is whack, to say the least.
They wouldn't?
No. Speaking as the son of an elementary school teacher.
Oh, Justin lore.
What?
Justin lore.
We're learning Justin lore today. I didn't know that was part of it. Oh my god.
Like just speaking on that, it like, I'm not a parent, and like, so I could not feasibly understand what it would feel like for my mom if she were to put me in a class where the teacher was carrying a gun, background check and training or no. Like, I this is like one thing where I personally feel like oh my God, don't zoom in on me.
He felt the zoom.
He's flustered.
Because it's just a really like, you know, sensitive thing for me. I think that like schools like should have more proper security systems in check so that the teachers are able to do their actual jobs and not have to protect their students when there should be systems in place where that should
Maybe a
already be
hot
the case.
take. Instead of giving teachers guns, why don't we regulate them?
The teachers or the guns? Can I say
The guns.
I don't think
The guns.
two things. I don't think. I mean, I'll just say it. I don't think that these teachers should like just have guns in school.
Yeah.
I'll add on to that in a second. But I mean, if they are being like taught to use guns, can they get a raise? Where are my teachers at? Teachers, can you get a raise?
Yeah.
No, but seriously though, I feel like it's not going to solve problems to like have the guns in the school. If anything, that could cause more. Because I mean,
Well, yeah,
it's
are
not
they
always a
gonna-
solo operation. It
Exactly.
could be multiple students team up on their teacher. He's like a 50-year-old guy named Rick in Tennessee.
Well,
it's like
also,
they're gonna overpower him and
like,
you know, they can take
like,
it. You know?
like, think about it. So, we all had that one like elderly teacher.
And he was sketchy,
Well,
right? Is that what you're saying? Is that what
no.
Oh,
But
okay.
like, we all had that one elderly teacher that it was like, if they had a gun and somebody wanted to get said gun from their desk, safe, whatever, they would easily be overpowered. Easily. If they were like alone during lunch or like, why is the solution to bring guns into schools when we're trying to keep them out?
I thought you were gonna say like the one old teacher who's like gonna like use it at the wrong time. He's gonna get angry and just like use it.
Well, yeah, that too.
Because that could very much happen.
I also do think that could happen. I was really bad at math.
Honestly,
I would have been at risk.
Honestly, it's like the idea also like I've only been taught how to like, if there's an active school shooter, I've only been taught from one professor like here how exactly like you would react immediately because she's gone through like several active shootings before at her old universities that she used to work at. I feel much more prepared. No one else, I think, I prior to that, I don't think I've ever had a teacher, professor, anyone actually like give us a safe way to like disarm somebody that might have a gun instead of just like arming the teachers so that they have guns. Have you ever had a teacher or a professor like do something like that?
I actually this is Kaylee Laura, I guess. So I went to a school where something had happened pretty bad and we ended up getting a lot of threats for like 2 months. So there were cops all over the school, like we all had to get checked as we went in, all of that stuff. And it was so scary because every day we would go into school, and granted, like this was my senior year. It's now 4 years. 4 years later, and I still think about that because I also remember my brother was younger than me. And the thought process was like, well, he's gonna be here for 2 more years. If something like this can happen while I'm there, something like that can happen while he's there alone, you know? And my mom works at the elementary school right next to my high school. It's the idea of guns, to me personally, is horrible. I hate them. I am extremely against it. I think that there is a way to regulate them. And I think that it's one of those things where it's just going to be easier to actually make it stricter for people. But I did have teachers that had to teach us to defend ourselves at like 17, 18, even younger, because I went to a massive high school in New Jersey.
Yeah.
So
New Jersey.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly.
Scary.
Hey.
Scary.
Hey, I didn't.
No.
Oh, sorry, I forgot I'm outnumbered.
Honestly, like I've had one time when I was in high school where there was like just a threat in general, and so my brother was literally, my sister were literally like right at the other side. Like the high school was here, the middle school was here. I'm terrified. I had no idea what to do, and so that's why I think that this is a very, very serious situation, and that everyone needs to really think about it before they just pass laws about it.
Well, in terms of true injustice, we've talked a lot about injustice today. But in terms of what it truly means to just be, we're getting a prequel to the live-action Lion King remake from 2019.
This is the worst.
It's not a live-action remake. For those that've seen it, it is literally just all CGI, which is animation. And if you say it's live-action, you're stupid. Sorry. But it made $1 billion, so now we have this.
This story begins far beyond the mountains and the shadows. On the other side of the light, a lion was born without a drop of nobility in his blood. A lion who would change our lives forever. Mufasa. The earth will shake. Destiny awaits you.
Beyonce is in that Beyonce
She was
babe.
in the
You
last
have
one.
so
Blink
much
twice.
more.
Beyonce, blink twice if you need help.
Please.
The 20-somethings crew was here to save you.
Are you
So
serious?
I am gonna be honest with you.
Be honest.
I could not find a single original asset that was created for this film that was not used in the first film within this trailer. Not to already discredit the film itself, but I mean, like, I don't want to make a listen. Barry Jenkins is the man who gave us Moonlight. I have no doubt that he can make a great film, but so can Jon Favreau, and Jon Favreau made the first one, and he spent the whole time trying to push the idea that it was supposed to be it's supposed to feel like a documentary. But The Lion King is not a documentary.
He's a king.
Anyway, out of the question.
Wait, lions don't actually live like that?
They do, yeah, they control the ecosystem.
Yeah, it's
Oh my
almost
god, I
like
thought that was real.
it's almost like it's a fictional account of how lions behave.
I feel like
They don't talk?
Mine does.
They don't
I have a pet lion at
sing?
home, he talks to
Are
me.
you serious? They don't talk.
Are you
As
schizophrenic?
Nala, as adult Nala in The Lion King Jr. when I was in 6th grade, I had a really bad voice crack during the performance.
Hey.
Anyways,
Hey, wait.
talked.
Hey. As I was young Simba, and during I Just Can't Wait to Be King, my mic pack fell off of my waist and just was dangling on my leg the whole time.
Just can't wait for that mic pack to get off. No, literally, I swear. Oh.
All right, anyway, we
Anyways.
can
Hey,
have
it's
a
Justin
conversation.
Peters here.
All right.
So,
No.
I can't believe they got the lions to run around like that. That was really amazing.
We're
I love
underwater?
live action.
Yeah, I love that shot of
Can we just keep making fun of it? I love Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I watched that trailer earlier today, and I did not see that part because I just shut off my phone after I watched. I didn't know he was gonna.
At this point,
I think Lin-Manuel Miranda needs to be set free in the wild. I think we need to put him where the lions are and see what happens.
The jungle, the mighty jungle.
At this point,
Lin-Manuel Miranda sleeps peacefully tonight.
I do not get excited when I see his name in anything anymore. I'm sorry.
Can I
Hamilton, In the Heights, Moana, it's all great. I'm sorry.
John wants to speak.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna make it really quick.
Okay.
I feel like I don't like the Disney live action with, I'm using the fingers, live action like remakes. The only one I kind of liked is Aladdin. But I will say, like, I feel like if this movie, like when I was watching that trailer just now, I was thinking like, if this movie was like not connected to like The Lion King, or if The Lion King like never existed, and they just made like a CGI movie about lions, I'd be like, that's kind of dope, like a lion becoming king. But
what's with the raindrop?
The lion that changed it
all.
all.
The raindrop.
The fish island.
What is with the raindrop?
That's the shot I was
fish
laughing
eye.
at earlier.
Are you serious? I literally looked up and I went, girl, what are you doing?
Guys, we have one more surprise topic
was
of
it my
discussion
lobotomy?
today. Unfortunately not. Okay. On CBS Sunday morning this week, Jan Dell, a former chemical engineer, shed some light on the current status of recycling in plastic. Let's look.
You're being lied to. The vast majority of plastics are not recycled. They're just not.
About 48 million tons of plastic waste is generated in the U.S. each year. Only 5 to 6% of it is actually recycled. The rest ends up in landfills or is burned.
All these plastic pouches that you get in e-commerce.
Dell founded a nonprofit to fight plastic pollution. Inside her garage in Southern California are all sorts of plastic with those little arrows on it that make us think they can be recycled.
It means you're being fooled.
Those so-called chasing arrows started showing up on plastic products in 1988, part of a push to convince the public that plastic waste wasn't a problem because it can be recycled.
They didn't really need it to work, right? They needed people to believe that it was working.
Jan Dell doesn't believe plastic will ever be truly recyclable. Plastic production is set to triple by 2050, and with so much plastic waste piling up on land and sea, more than 170 countries are working on a United Nations treaty to end plastic pollution.
I love using plastics, but given this, how do you think that we could stop using plastic products altogether?
Honestly, I think that I don't know if there is a way to like not have plastic. I think that plastic is just so much like.
I'm going to use twice as much after watching
that. Yeah. I mean, but is there really like any true way to avoid it? Do you think, or
unless everyone's in the same boat?
Well, here's the thing: a lot of plastics can be reused. Like, that's the thing. People throw out, like, the takeout containers. You can reuse that.
You can? In general. I thought you meant, like, for something different. That makes sense.
Give me back the restaurant.
Like I said.
I don't know. Like, styrofoam. Like, I don't reuse styrofoam.
Well, you can't reuse that, but, like, styrofoam.
I thought you could reuse. Plastic.
Hey, guys. I'm reusing these gloves from the Johnny Somethings segment. Check out Johnny Somethings on the 20Somethings channel.
Cross promo.
Okay, but seriously, I think that we should put a lot of plastic in landfills.
Yeah.
I think it's responsible.
John, are you at all worried about how this will affect you and maybe your future families and the world that we live in?
Well, I think the plan is to not have children and then die.
I actually think we should start adjusting our bodies so that we can all digest plastic.
I can. Go watch this.
No, John.
Actually, please do not eat plastic. Please don't eat plastic.
You're no fun.
For the love of God.
You're not my real dad.
Are you pouting?
My real dad's in Tennessee. He's a teacher. He has a gun.
Okay.
Okay, child of divorce. Lots of John lore.
All right,
Oh, God.
y'all. I think it's sad to say, but I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much to my mom for watching throughout the semester, and anyone else that's tuned in, you're cool too. Thanks for watching, and guys, say this with me. Always remember,
say 20.
And if you're already 20, good luck with finals and have a great summer!
Go Rhodey! Love you all.
The years fly by. I think it's about time.